Oh wow, looks like we actually get to control the big lug now. Let's go for his walk. And of course he's not going to get very far because this mystery man, as he's listed in his title there, comes over to talk to Saejima. And Saejima's like, hey, what problem you got with me? He's like, it's because of you, we're suffering. He's like, oh, I'm causing you trouble? Yeah, because of you, our fate has become crappy. I'm like, what are you talking about? And Saejima's just like, oh, so you guys are henchmen there. Yep, and it turns out things are going pretty crappy for these guys lately because, you know, Saejima came back and I guess their boss was in contention for, like, that seat that Saejima took. And anyways, after that, the casino that they, like, used to gain their funds, you know, their source of income, that got discovered by the cops. And it got shut down, so now life is pretty much crappy for these guys. And, you know, the Tojo clan's just like, well, screw you guys. So they got no money, they got no soldiers. Yeah. They're in a lousy situation. And Saejima's like, oh, that sounds pretty rough. And that kind of pisses this guy. I was like, hey, whatever, man. So... But then Saejima asks just like the point of question, like, at that time, what did you do? And, you know, like, when you lost everything and you got thrown in the trash, you look like your group was about to get crushed. So, in that time, what did you do to help? And, of course, you know, that guy, I guess the only thing this guy ever thought of was to go beat the crap out of Saejima. And he's just like, there's nothing I could do by myself, man. Like, Jesus. And then Saejima's just like, oh, so in that case, you're kind of lousy then, right? That takes the guy by even more pause. Yeah, and he's just like, he just points out like, look, if there's nothing you can do, maybe you just aren't cut out to be a Yakuza. Like, obviously, when I came back to the Tojo clan, like, that was kind of a pebble to your guys' path. But after that, there was like a whole other, like, mountains of trouble in your way. But anyways, you fall down, you gotta stand back up again. Like, people who fall down don't come up, they're not fit to be in this world. But yeah, if your group was so important to you, you would have thrown your life out, you would have staked your life on keeping it around. You do the absolute limits of what you can do. But yeah, he's had enough of Saejima beaking at him. And he's like, I have no more patience. I'm gonna kill you. And Saejima's just like, hey man, knock it off. Like, tonight, like, I'm leaving this town. And like, for the day at least, just let me go in peace. And like, why would that guy do that if he was like so physically like, okay, well yeah, we'll stop it for the day. And then Saejima's like, psych, I'm going to prison for years, suck it. But yeah, now we get to actually fight as Saejima. We got a little preamble there. Yeah, this is just a basic introduction to how Saejima works. And you got the first introduction to how Saejima works is that he gets his ass whooped a hell of a lot when you first start playing as him, because he's kind of he's slow, he's lumbering, in his attacks at least. Movement's about the same as everybody else, but yeah. He gets knocked down a lot while you try to attack. His big bread and butter there is you can charge the triangle attack at the end of your combo. Really whip him up. Like, look, that guy just went rocketing. So, for the most part, when I first started Saejima, I just kind of stick to this throw. Because while you're in the middle of it, nobody can attack you. And it's pretty powerful, and while you don't have it right away, there are some certain things you can do to follow that up with. And I leveled up, and this is important because, you know, after this section's done, you're not going to have a chance to level him up for a while. Like, just on your own, like going around beating up thugs to jack up your skills. Because yeah, you're just gonna be on the storytelling train, and all the fights you'll be getting into are predetermined. And so yeah, if you're not very confident in your fighting abilities, you might as well just run around beating the crap out of people before you go off and meet Majima again. But yeah, guy's not really humbled by getting his ass beat by Saejima. But anyways, yeah, Saejima. He, like, really honestly and sincerely tells the guy, like, look, maybe you just aren't cut out to be a Yakuza. You should probably go look into other lines of work. But anyways, I'm going to be leaving this city for a while. And if you decide to stick around, and you actually, like, build yourself up, then track me down, and you can try it again. Anyways, it's getting late, and Saejima thinks to himself, I gotta get off to New Serena.